Right. Hi, guys. How are you? Happy Thursday. Now we're all back into it now that school holidays and everything's over, and I don't know, it feels good. The sun's out again. I don't know, I'm like feeling like, yes, things are moving and progressing since we're kind of like stuck for ages. Anyway, basically, it's not going to be too long a training tonight. I just wanted to touch a little bit more on the training that I did on the Nation page today because I did have to leave some stuff out because of basically, yeah, just went a bit over time. So we're just going to touch on some of that. Sarah and I have got some exciting things planned coming up, but there will be some conditions on those. So we're not going to go into what they are tonight. We do have a pretty achievable incentive for next month, and we will let you know about that a little bit once we finish off this month. So we don't want to kind of get into that too early. So let me just get back here. So I spoke on, I guess it's all very fresh to me, having just elevated and really hustled my butt off during RVP. But I guess what we really want to get back to here is basics. And I've spoken to Sarah about all of this as well. And I think this is where we really all need to focus. So, you know, one of the first things is being, I guess, deciding and being concrete about what your goal is. So, you know, for Amy and myself, it's probably now getting to our bonuses now that we've just elevated. If you're a district, then you're probably wanting to gun for area. And if you're a consultant, you know, you probably should have district manager on your hit list. Now, the number one thing is you need to know exactly what you need to get to that goal. So do you know what your QV is to get to that goal? So if I'm trying to go for district manager, I should know very well that I need to achieve 6,000 QV. And one of the great things that I did in elevating to region was having that QV, that gold stuck everywhere. And I know Sarah has done this as well. So when you turn on my kettle, there is a little post-it note with my QV. Inside my pantry, on my steering wheel, guys, maybe on your screensaver, on your phone. Okay, it really needs to be a constant reminder in your face. And I guess we're giving you a little bit of leg up of what a lot of those personal development books that we're telling you to read say. You know, you need to have that goal smacking you in the face everywhere you look. Like, put it next to your goddamn toilet roll. You know, like, it needs to be everywhere. And it's all very well saying, okay, I want to get to district manager and I need 6,000, but how? Like, is that in 1 month? Is that in 2 months? What do you need to do to go into qual? What do you need to do to complete? So, you know, that I should be able to, or Sarah should be able to ask any one of you that are wanting to make this business work, what's your goal and what do you need to complete? Guys, they are absolute basics. And if you don't know that off by heart, you've not got that goal sorted, and you need to sit down and have a think about where you want to go. So if we're not focusing our brain, our vision, you know, towards a goal, we sure as hell aren't going to get there. All right, we can just kind of run the business, and you're going to be in exactly the same place as you are now next year or the year after. You want to find your goal, and you don't need to ask Sarah or I. We have the source. We're very, very happy to help you. But, you know, you've got to get confident using the resources. There is no question that you could ask Sarah and I, and we always are happy to. But I know with my team, I'm going to start saying, okay, have you looked at the source? Because it's just about encouraging us all. And I know myself, I was not good at going to the source as my first reference when I started, but it's so important. And you stumble across other amazing stuff when you're on there. So I think that's really important. Know where you know what you need. If you don't know, go find it on our amazing online resources. And then if you still can't find it, then ask Sarah and I. And we're probably going to say, okay, go and look at the success plan on the source. We're going to try hard perhaps to not just give you the answer now, because it is really important, especially when you grow a team, which you will, you know, before or after achieving district manager. Okay, so we're absolutely honing in on basics today. And as I said, I'm not going to repeat too much. I'm just checking my notes of stuff that I said on Sunday, but I really, just want to make sure we're covering off. The other thing is, once you've got that goal sorted, if you don't have a goal and you're just fluffing, that's okay, because maybe you just need to figure out where you want to go. Okay, so if you're brand new here today, you know, you don't have to absolutely, it's your business, it's up to you. But if you don't want to be sat here in the same place, there is so much opportunity on offer with Arbonne. You know, there is no reason this time next year you couldn't be driving your Mercedes, or, you know, living your best life, whatever that means to you. So the other thing is guys, activity. Now, we go on about it all the time, but you need to have activity booked in. And if you don't have anything organised or planned, then you need to reach out to your upline and start talking about it, because again, you're not going to achieve goals with no activity. Now, I make it, or I certainly did during COVID when I was smashing out elevation, I made it a priority to do something Arbonne every single day. Now, that might not be the way you operate. Maybe you work Monday to Friday and that, you know, have to work 5 jobs and you can't do it every day. But for me, it is the consistency, and I prefer to do a little bit every day. Maybe you're the sort of person that's going to smash out 2 hours and then do just bits and pieces. That's not me. I have kids and I'm quite busy, but I feel that I need to be consistent every day. So aside from the gratitude and the affirmations and the personal development book, which if you're not reading a book, guys, need to get one. Just one. I don't care if you read 1 page a day for the next 3 months and then go up from there. If you're not reading anything, this is such a mental game, Arbonne is. We want to be filling our brains with positive, goal-driven, aspiring stuff. You will grow so much, so many ideas. If you don't know what to read, reach out to us. But other than that, I think, Amy, you spoke about this in your training as well. Every day you've got to be doing something Arbonne, or at least having that consistency. So whether it's messaging someone, sending a sample out in the post, dropping off a gold bag, messaging someone about joining the business, messaging someone about hosting a workshop for you, reaching out and organising stuff for parties and workshops or whatever. I know for myself, when I first started Arbonne, and the reason that I went to area manager within 2 months is because I would have just about a coronary if I didn't have a party booked every single week. Every week. And guys, I was working 26 hours admin and I was teaching 12 aerobic classes a week. So I was pretty much doing full-time hours. I had 2 little kids. I could have had all the excuses in the world. And most of you know I had a bit of a heart thing, virusy heart thing going on at the time. I could barely even drive anywhere. I would have a real coronary if I didn't have a party or something booked every week. And the beauty is now, after COVID, we've got so much better at doing online stuff. So now you don't even have to like leave the house. But I would have some like big activity booked every week, a stall, a workshop, or whatever. And I'd be like, oh my God, I don't have anything booked. And I mean, Sarah can testify. I'd go, oh my God, I don't have anything booked. What the hell am I going to do? I was hustling every week. And, you know, that's where our goal slicing comes in. But let's move on from that as well. That is how we run our business, is we have activity. Now, guys, 2,500 PQV. Write it down. You don't have to write it down if you've been around a few years. You'll know. All we do in Arbonne is we achieve 2,500 personal qualifying volume, or PQV, of sales every month, and then you just teach other people how to do that. That is the business. It is that simple. And if you are not consistently achieving your 2.5, you are not consistently running your business. You are not consistently working your business. So if you want to achieve bigger goals, getting to DM, getting to, I just might mute Kate, getting to area, getting to, you know, if you've got a goal and you really want to go places, your first goal within that goal is consistently achieving your 2,500. Again, I get worried, I get concerned if I am not hitting my 2.5, and I try and hit it as early on in the month as possible so that I can relax and then I can kind of be a bit more creative with what I'm doing. Now, I understand when you first start, this can seem massive, okay? And this is why when you start the business, we organize lots and lots of activities so you do have lots and lots of customers. But if you've joined the business and done 1 party, you probably don't have a massive customer base. So hitting that 2.5 is going to be difficult going forward, especially like when we went into COVID, guys, that first couple of weeks, like, man, I was so grateful I had a big array of customers because my QV was ticking over. We were still sorting our heads out. But if you don't have that, your business could be at risk of collapsing, and it certainly isn't going to grow. Now, the other thing is I also work very, very hard to hit my, well, we call them incentive awards now, ... okay? So, you know, if there's an incentive award on the table, I work very hard. Now, obviously, I've just promoted to regional vice president, so I'm not about to be smashing that out, you know, this month, but it's definitely my goal, and it's definitely my affirmation, because it's definitely what's written around my house. So now, going forward, as I said, Sarah and I are going to have some amazing incentives. We've listened to you, we've heard, and I guess we're now in the situation that we're able to put forward some finances and just, you know, I guess change the focus a little bit and try and really engage you guys with some absolutely incredible incentives. However, Sarah's about to build a house. Hey, Sarah. And, you know, at the end of the day, we want to reward the people that are working their business and putting effort in. So you will find a lot of the incentives going forward will only be offered to district managers and above. Okay, so it doesn't mean we won't have fun get-togethers, but we are going to be putting money on the table, and unfortunately, we're not, you know, loaded. We'd love to be. We will be one day. But at the moment, we want to reward the people that are working their business. We want to reward effort, which as does most businesses. So a lot of the criteria is going to come down to you consistently hitting your 2,500 and or being a district manager, depending on the incentive that we're going to put on the table. So as again, you know, we're happy, we're going to organise, of course, we're always going to organise a Christmas dinner or, you know, maybe a park thing, but, you know, we're going to try and organise some really creative things where Sarah and I are going to be putting some money on the table, and you pretty much, those that are working their businesses are going to get rewarded. So it's an exciting time ahead, but we do have to put in parameters. And again, we really want to reward the people that are working hard and being consistent in their business. And that's only going to reward you through cash flow and elevations and all of those things anyway. So, you know, it's a two-edged amazing sword, because you're going to be growing your business, but you're also going to be invited to a lot of these incentive events that we're going to organise going forward. So as the team expands, obviously we just can't always take everyone to everything. So it will be, again, offered to people that are consistently, and by consistently, you know, I'm not saying you have to make 12 out of 12 months, but, you know, pretty close, okay? And being a district manager to be invited to some of those. So we are prepared to help you. If you are thinking, oh, wow, I really don't want to miss out on these events, then absolutely, we're here to help you. You know, I put out a call a couple of weeks ago, and so did Sarah, saying, guys, if you want coaching calls, we're here. You know, I only got 2 responses. I think Sarah only got 1 or 2. You know, maybe it's just to have a chat and ramp you up and get you excited again, or maybe just to go through some ideas. But we are here to help. We do put the offer out. It's great if you take us up on that offer, but if you don't have to wait for us to offer to also reach up, is what I'm saying. We are 100% here to help you grow your business. Just a couple more things now, just keeping an eye. I've got plenty of time though. Just want to make sure I cover off the things that okay. For those of you that have team members under you, it is so crucial that you are setting an example to your team. As I touched on at training, and I know Sarah's the same, I never miss a training, guys, ever. And in saying that, I know this recording will be sent to a couple of people that are at work, and that's fine. And, you know, but, you know, I would be on every call. We should not need to remind everyone that we have trainings on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 4 p.m. I have stuff on Sundays. Quite often I go to my parents for a roast. They know that I take my headphones with me. I get there, I say hi, I kiss them, and I go off to a quiet spot and I watch my training for half an hour. The other week I was in the Swan Valley having lunch with a big group of friends, and I said to Glenn, at 5 to 4, we need to leave. I need to be on training. Where I'm sitting in the car listening to my training on the way home. You know, Danielle puts a lot of effort into the trainings. So certainly Sarah has, and I'll be, you know, helping her out now as well. We do it only to help you and grow your business. So it is amazing if you can turn up, because it kind of sometimes feels a bit like, oh, okay, like no one's on the training. And I know at times Danielle puts in a big amount of effort for our nation. And sometimes, you know, attendance can be quite poor. Now, I know things come up. I know, you know, events happen, sick children, working and things like that, like we've just touched on. But it's not up to your upline to remind you that training's on. You should know that inside out. Or if you forget, then put reminders in your phone. And it is really important, because you're going to be motivated. And I'm only talking from experience. I'm motivated when I hear training. I think of other ideas. I hear people saying, oh yeah, that's a really great idea. So it is just so important to turn up to trainings if you want to grow your business. It's just a must do. If you worked in another job and they had training and you just didn't show up, like, yeah, it just goes without saying, doesn't it? So that's so crucial. And in doing that, you're showing Sarah and I that you want it, first of all. Like, and we're always going to work with the people that want it, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is once you get a team, you need to be showing up for them, so that they know that this is what we do to grow our businesses. Buying new products. Look, I know that we probably pretty much all bought those watermelon fizz. Geez, I wish I bought more. But, you know, it is important. I understand financial issues come up from time to time, but this is a business. If you don't invest, and certainly when you're making some money, put some money away towards future purchases. It's so hard to run your business. You might have a client and you didn't buy the watermelon fizz. Like, they can see other people on Instagram or on Facebook or talk to friends at the gym. You go, oh yeah, what's in your, oh, you've got fizz sticks. Yeah, the new watermelon flavor. What? I didn't even hear about those. Or, you know, they might ask you questions and you can't answer them because you didn't buy it. I mean, I definitely, again, we're always sensitive. We just know we've been through a really tough financial time in COVID. And people always come up, but wherever possible, guys, you need to invest in your business. It's a no-brainer. If there's products, you want to be seen to be using them. You want to be doing lives, holding them in your hand. Okay, you don't just want to be putting flat, you know, digitals up. You want to be showing people how to use it. Honestly, when I just see flat digitals, I usually just scroll through. Like, I'm not that interested. But when I see my Enyo lady, you know, showing me a demo, I'm so much more interested in the products, and that makes me want to purchase them. So you must be, wherever possible, buying those products. And we're about to go into AAC or virtual. There's going to be a product launch. And if you aren't buying those products, you know, how are you going to run your business when you've got all the old products, outdated ones? Okay, we need to feed off that buzz. And again, it's so crucial to giving valuable content on your social media. You using the products, you putting them on, you doing a skin demo, you washing your hair and showing how beautiful it looks. I don't know. I think that's just such an important one. We've talked about turning up to trainings. Okay, and then just the final thing, guys, really is going out with intent every single day. Okay, is there anyone here, and put up your hand, that does not want a consultant on their team or another consultant on their team? That's fantastic. I'm glad no one put their hand up. So guys, what are you doing about that? Okay, because if you go down to your local cafe tomorrow, or you go meet a friend, or you go to work and you don't have a bundle of fizz sticks and a skin elixir and a hydration and some business cards, even if they're homemade shitty ones for now, like, what the? Because you're missing out. You should be leaving the door every single day with your car keys, or going walking, whatever, thinking, you know what, I'm just going to find someone today and I'm going to give them a sample, or I'm going to ask them to join my business, or I'm just going to get them to follow me on Instagram every day. And again, you know what, guys, I put a message on I put a note on my steering wheel: intent. go out with intent when you leave the door. If I go to Aldi, I'm on the lookout. Like, I might not find anyone, but I'm trying. I've got my eyes open. I'm focused. Okay. And I usually make sure, it doesn't always happen because we all know we run out the door with a, like plastic shopping bag and just get it done and come home. But normally I've got a stash. I've definitely got them in my glove box. I've got tea, I've got hydration, I've got, a variety of fizz stick flavors. I've got the skin elixir in my glove box. I always have them in my gym bag. I've got them in my handbag because you don't know who you're going to come across. You need to go out every single day with intent that you're going to find someone that is going to join your business. And how crappy would it be if you came across that person, they went, oh, I'd love to try your fizz sticks, or, oh, are you an Arbonne consultant? Oh, I used to have one and I've lost her, and I heard about the fizz stick things off a friend at the gym, and you don't have anything. Like, it's so easy just to chuck some samples everywhere in your coat pocket. Like, I find them everywhere. Seriously, I don't know how many have gone through my washing machine. It's ridiculous. But if you don't go out prepared, so if you don't have business cards, like, do something creative. Go to Kmart and get some little, I don't know, gift cards and write something on there until you can afford some. Or those, the little cards that you've got, like little, I don't know, they're place cards for weddings, I think. Just, you could print out some stuff and just glue it on if you can't afford proper business cards for the moment, and staple a fizz stick to it, or or staple a tea so that when you are giving out stuff, people have got your details. I am not the most massive fan of business cards because I do find it's always better to get people to join your social media where possible straight away on the spot, because otherwise they chuck the card. But it is handy maybe to attach it to the fizz stick as just a double prompt for someone. You never know. I really think that's everything, guys. It is going back to basics. Again, just to wrap up, Sarah and I are really wanting to go back to basics with our coaching, and make sure that we are all focused on hitting that 2,500, going for our goals, knowing what our goals are, and being able to tell someone at the drop of a hat what QV, how it's broken down, where you need to be, by when. We've talked about the goal slicing. If you're not currently goal slicing and you don't know about it, you need to reach out to your upline. We'll tag you in the SoundCloud that you can listen to. It just basically means you're splitting your goal over the weeks and not leaving it till the last night and then going, oh my God, I've decided now, and just having like 40 minutes to achieve it. So we're talking about goal slicing just to help out there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just going back to basics. We're really going to start rewarding basics, and hopefully that will really inspire you guys to run your business and grow your business and get your goals.
Can I jump in and say something? Yep, awesome. Thank you. That was awesome, Britt. That was really, 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 really good. Just when you were talking, I was taking down some little notes. So Britt mentioned AAC. Obviously, we all need to be registered for AAC. So if you don't know what that is or how to do that, speak to your upline, but it's really important. And again, Britt mentioned the products coming out. You have now been warned. It's still a couple of months away. If you don't have the money, gun your business and put that money that you get paid away for the new products. Don't go and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes. That's not investing in your business. You get to do that when you're an RVP or a nation, okay? Until then, if you don't have the money for things like new products, any money that you earn really needs to be going back into your business, okay? I'm not saying don't treat yourself, but I'm just saying if you're taking this seriously, make sure that you are now putting away money for things like the new products, okay? Usually we spend money on going to the Gold Coast. We're not going to do that this year. So as much as it sucks because I love that holiday so much, it's like my favorite thing ever, it means that we're not spending as much money as well. So, just be aware that that is coming, so it's not a little shock for you guys. And the other thing I wanted to say is that, yes, Britt did used to freak out if she didn't have a workshop on like every third or fourth day. I was like, chill, lady. It was hilarious. And the last thing is, obviously, we are just finishing the half price sign up, and I'm wearing that makeup. I can't even believe I'm on here. Delete this afterwards. So yeah, it's the last of the half price sign ups. That all finishes tomorrow. If you have current PCs, it only costs them $20 to upgrade to consultant. $20. Like, honestly, that wouldn't even buy you a meal. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it is so cheap. So make sure you are reaching out to your PCs. They already love the products, you know, stuff like that. So get onto that straight away, but don't be upgrading. The thing I did want to say to you though is don't upgrade everyone for the discount, because if they're buying things like the 30 days to healthy living packs, I personally don't believe it is in their best interest to upgrade, because when they are a preferred client, they get the free product and the free shipping. So I wouldn't be upgrading them just to sell the packs cheaper. I personally don't feel like that is of benefit to the client, and you also lose your commission. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation. But if you do have people that are, you know, loving the products, definitely have that conversation. Do not prejudge. So yeah, anyway, that was all I just wanted to say. And Britt, that was awesome. I loved it. And the incentives that we're looking at, guys, we're not talking like little, we're talking like really nice, you know, good incentives. That's why we need to be careful with, you know, how many people can, you know, how much we can afford, I guess, with everybody. And you really need to show us that you are working your business to earn these incentives, because they are going to be pretty awesome things that we're going to be putting out. So we're just working on some stuff. So that's all from me. I will hand you back to Britt.
No, that was it really. Anybody, any final questions? If you have anyone that missed the training, let me know, and I'm going to do my best to convert this. Last time I tried, it didn't work. So boo-hoo if you went on training, but I know there was a couple of people working that really wanted to hear it. So anything from anyone? All right, well, we've got 1 day, guys, and about two hours, 1 day and 2 hours to absolutely smash any last goals. If you're not on your 2,500, then your natural goal tomorrow is to gun for it. You might not get there, but you're only going to end up with extra commission on any sales you make. So that is it, 8:30 on the dot, over and out. And I'll see you guys. I think we're still doing the close of business call tomorrow night. So if you are home, it looks like it's going to be 2 till 4 o'clock, just so we can include New Zealand, and then 8 till 10 o'clock. Is that right, Sarah? Yep. So it is cool if you just jump on it. Yeah, it was just too long, the whole 6 hours, but we did kind of, most of the feedback said we do kind of get excited. I don't know if there's anyone elevating, but I'm certainly going to pop on probably for the later session, 8 till 10. So yeah, that is on Danielle's Zoom. So we will see some of you tomorrow virtually.
Thanks, Britt.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, Britt.